realfixesrealfast.com. Today we're working on an 04 Chrysler Town & Country. Now the complaint on this door is that it actually works okay operating it by hand, but when you use the switch or the key fob to try and operate the door electrically, the door will only go so far and then it quits. Now the problem is not a mechanical issue. Mechanically it's working fine. The problem is there's a break in the wire and it's down here. If you look down in here, there's like a chain. We're going to show you how to get to that now. Now we've actually done the repair on this. We're going to try and recreate it so that you can see it and know how to approach it. Now the first thing to do is you got to find an electrical connector, and it's back in here. Inside this electrical connector there's a little plastic lock that keeps it together, so you have to remove that. And once you get that removed, you can disconnect the wire, the electrical connector. Now your electrical connector is just hanging down, and if you look inside here, this actually looks like a chain, but it's actually the wire loom harness. The wires run through that. It's not a metal chain. So we just need to pull that out. There's a little pin in here you need to unhook. Now this will pull out. There's two little push pins that hold that down in place. Now again, this looks like a chain, but it's not. It's actually the protector for the wires that run through here. Now the wires run from that connector all the way through the door, and the reason it looks like a chain is because it does have to travel when the door opens. Now if you slide this plastic chain forward, you can see the wires that run down inside it in there. And back here in the back part, you can actually see where we've actually made the repair. We had a broken wire in there. We took it, cut the bad part out, soldered in a new one, put shrink wrap around it, and now it's back ready to go again. So we've got this repair. Now actually we did another one too. If you look right in here, there's another repair in there. Now this is just a plastic cover. You can separate it. And once you separate it, then you can expose your wires and get down to any spots that you need to check and or repair. So once we made that repair, covered it with shrink wrap, put it back together, then we slide the chain cover back on it. Once you've got all your repairs made, isolated all the bad spots where the wires are broken, you just need to tuck it back into place temporarily here so that you can plug that connector back in and then try the door. If you try and hook that up to see if the door is going to work, and if it does work, it's going to travel on you and it could just cut those wires again. Now you can see that wire harness just has to travel with the door as it moves forward and back. Get it all reconnected. Now when you need to test it, right inside the front pillar there's the button for it, or you can use the key fob. And now the door should close on its own. And then it should open. So if your complaint is that electrically the sliding door won't operate or it doesn't go all the way and it stops, then don't spend a lot of time looking for a mechanical issue. It's an electrical issue in the wiring down below.